next, my friend Candace J has this really cool project using Tootsie Rolls. Candace, what are you up to with Tootsie Rolls?
Thanks, Heidi. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be on your show today, Heidi. When I heard that you were doing a Fun with Food show, I knew I had to share this project with you. It's the only time that my little ones get to play with their food. Here are three of the ways that you can buy a Tootsie Roll. You can get the large in vanilla and chocolate. You can get these newer fruity ones that have exotic flavors like raspberry cranberry, and this one's green apple and fruit punch. Those are very good. And these are the standard little midgies that come cherry, lemon, orange, lime, vanilla. I think that's it. Okay, so to start with, the very best way to do this, and especially if you're doing it with your kids, is to carry around your Tootsie Rolls in your pocket for a little while. Yeah, I know. Once they're warm, they soften up. And this is what I would use, this mixture is what I would use to make the hamburger bun. And see how easy that is? When they're cold, they're just hard. So I'll knead and twist that until it starts to become one color. Twist it and roll it. One of my grandnieces wants to make doll furniture with this every time we get them out. We make lamps and sofas, TV sets, all kinds of things. And then one of my grandnephews likes to make them, he'll sculpt like a truck or a monster or something, and then it'll be in action, and they'll be fighting, and then the toothpicks are stabbing, and he just has a great time. He doesn't care what he ends up with because he's going to eat it anyway. So there you can see it's starting to blend. And it was orange and vanilla and chocolate. And in the interest of saving time, I happen to have the perfect color to make a hamburger. So I'm going to split this in half. And press it flat and circular. Okay, so there's the bottom of my hamburger bun. And this one stays a little bit rounded on the top. Like you see in the pictures, when you see a picture of a hamburger, not always when you get them though. They very rarely look like what the pictures are. So that's roughly about right. That's my lid, my top bun. And on that top bun, I want some sesame seeds. So I'm going to take a little piece of vanilla and roll it out. And then I'm going to start taking little tiny pieces, rolling them between my fingers. And, whoa, now they do stick to your fingers, but you can get it to stick on pretty nicely. When you're trying to get them to stick, it's going to feel like they don't want to. There'll be some oils that come to the surface in these where it'll feel like they're just not going to stay together. But I promise you, if you leave it for a little while, they will bond. And you'll have a hard time getting it off. So make sure it's what you want before you rest them together. Now you can put them together to try them and then take it back off. That's not a problem. But once my sandwich is constructed, that'll be all she wrote. And it just takes a gentle touch, really, to get these little guys to stick on. Okay, so now I want to make my hamburger, and I'm going to need some of this darker chocolate. That has a little of the white mixed in, but that's okay. And now here's where you could use a toothpick to give it some texture on the edge. Or you can do what I'm doing and just use your fingernail, give it a little bit of roughness on the outside. And don't worry about the shape of it right now, because you're going to want to stretch it out a little bit, thin it out. You don't want your burger to be too thick. Although, if you like the way a Dagwood sandwich looks, it can be just as thick as you want. Okay, so there's my burger. Now, on top of that, I want some cheese. So I have some orange right here. And it's going to go as flat as I can get it. Usually for the kids, I use a knife to cut, and I do that for them. But they can use the toothpicks on their own. That's fine for them. Okay, let's make this a little thinner, a little squarer, because you want the corners of that cheese to hang off your burger. Oh yeah. So I'm just folding the corners down like you see the cheese on the burger. Maybe move it over just a little bit. All right, yep, I like that. I like the way that looks. Next, my lettuce. I'm going to put my lettuce on. So I'm going to stretch that out in the same way. I'm going to try to get it wider and thinner so I can ruffle the edges. And that's okay, that can break, that's fine. That does not hurt the way your lettuce looks. Okay, just the edges of this are going to show, like the burger and the cheese. And now I'm just going to start doing some random folding along the edge for the lettuce. The thinner the edge, the better. Okay, I like that. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to squish that down just a little bit. Now you've got lettuce. The next is the tomatoes. And if you buy the package of the Midgies that has the cherry in it, the cherry is pink. The fruit punch in the Fruities is much closer to a red. Yeah, you want the tomatoes kind of thin too. And I'm just squishing and turning it because I want a rounded edge. One tomato. Two tomatoes. Okay, now I put the top bun on. And there you have a cheeseburger. And you can see, even though I flattened each part of the cheeseburger a little bit, it's still really tall. And that's okay with me. All right, now you know you must have French fries. And you can reserve some of the red if you want to make some ketchup, like I did in my picture. For French fries, I roll it out and get it as thin as I can, and then I'll start pulling pieces off. And holding it in your palm while you're working with a piece will help you to keep it soft. But if you hold it in your palm for too long, most of the oils will come out of it. Not like it's a real fatty product, but it will be all over your hands. Okay, there's a French fry. There you go. Hamburger and French fries. What could be better? But the taste is out of this world. This project is just too much fun. We do it all the time. I hope that you get a chance to try it, and I hope I get to see it if you do. You can always email me with photos of your work at candace@cool2craft.com. I would love to see them. Thanks. Bye.